Hello, Anna here. Today we are painting an erupting volcano. You can download the sketch I drew on the white gesso base for free and with no strings attached from my Ko-fi page. I will place a link for you in the video description. Sometimes I paint over old stones. That can happen when I really like the shape but no longer the motif. Behind this base layer is the little cat. I will also put a link to that tutorial in the video description for you. For this project I'm using acrylic paints. All materials are in the video description, as Amazon links. Only the yellow brush is too old to link. Today I'm using just 3 colors plus white. I'm starting with the yellow and painting the lower sky as well as the lava flows. The next step is to blend red into the yellow to get an orange sky. Sometimes it can be hard to blend acrylic paints softly. My trick is to alternate between 2 colors until the transition is perfect. I decided not to take the yellow all the way down to the horizon, but to place it a bit higher and blend it into an orange-red as it approaches the horizon. I'm also adding a transition with red above the yellow stripe, because the sky should become quite dark towards the top in the end. Another trick for creating soft transitions is to load only the tip of the brush with paint and then place the brush a bit flatter against the stone. Now it's time to use black. I'm painting the entire upper sky completely black and trying to create a smooth transition into the red. I'm leaving the area of the smoke cloud white, as the smoke should be slightly lighter than the black sky. The yellow stripe is a bit too bright for my liking. That's why I'm adding more red to the yellow. Now I like the sky very much. I'll just correct a few white dots at the edges. The lava flows aren't actually that yellow, because the lava is slightly cooler towards the outside. The color changes from yellow to red in those areas. That's why I'm painting some red along the edges of the flows on the right and the left. Some smaller lava flows may also be somewhat cooler overall, which is why you see less yellow there. I'm starting to paint the volcano now. I'm using black for it, but I will add some white here and there to define the edges. I use a titanium white, which is not very opaque. It's from the brand Liquitex Basic. The other paints are from Golden Heavy Body. I bought all my materials with my own money. Have you discovered my new community section on YouTube yet? You can post your own pictures there. Why not stop by and say hi? I would love to see your pictures from my tutorials. Here you can see how I paint the top of the small mountain a little lighter. This adds some depth to the picture and makes it look like a real volcanic landscape. The mountains are now roughly painted, and it's time to paint the crater. Since it's very hot inside, I will paint the lower area light yellow to white. I'm also adding some white to the lava flows. There are some particular hot spots there as well. The lava is shooting out of the crater, so I'm using a script liner brush to paint a few strokes in white, yellow and red. I paint the smoke with a dirty red. For this I simply mix in some black. I move the brush in large circles to create the effect of clouds. To create a higher contrast between the smoke and the sky, I will paint the sky a little blacker. I paint a few dark shapes into the smoke to create more clouds. Below the dark shapes I add first yellow and then a brighter red. This further emphasizes the bulking clouds. Here and there I'll correct a few edges on the mountains. Since some of the lines from the volcanic eruption were hidden by the cloud, I'm repainting them. The lines may also be slightly broken. This could represent small pieces of flying lava. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I'm happy to answer any questions about individual steps in the comments. See you next time. Bye!